What's good, family? Welcome to the Love You to Life podcast with Rod and CC, where we like to talk about all kinds of things. Sometimes we're going to agree, and other times we're going to disagree. But most importantly, it's going to be done with love. What's good? How you doing?
Is this thing on? Hello?
Hold up. I don't know. It looked like it's on.
Um,
It got the red light on.
I gotta walk in today, so that's I
What do you
gotta
mean?
walk in.
What you mean a walk-in?
I went to Beardsley Park.
Oh, you got a walk-in.
And I gotta walk in.
Oh, okay. Did you get
So-
your sticker yet, or they not out there checking for
No,
that?
they not there. They not there checking. So for y'all that's listening, ain't nobody out there checking y'all's car. So if you need to take a walk
Yeah, but you gotta be.
or bring your
specific.
kids to get all the energy out, Beardsley Park is available. like now.
And yeah, by the time they hear it though, they might not be available.
Not sure.
Mm-hmm.
That they should be listening to the podcast though.
So gotta tell
So
somebody.
that's a sign. Okay, so that means that we have to tell more people
Yes.
to
absolutely.
listen.
And otherwise, your energy's good. That walk was refreshing.
Yes.
Okay. So I was.
Walk and talk and walk and talk. So
I
that
did
was
a
nice.
talk to. Oh, you was talking. You went for a walk
I
with
went
somebody.
with my friend that I haven't seen in a very long time, and I missed her.
Oh, okay.
That was very nice.
That had to be good. Like.
It was a little breezy, but it was very nice. So needed.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
I saw ducks in a different way. They just look cute. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like when you're in a peaceful state of mind, the ducks just look different.
It,
They wasn't like doodling, no. You know what I'm saying? Like they were just nature and just beautiful. They were just all right.
I'm sure there was duck poop all over the place.
Probably, but I didn't even see it. You see what I'm saying? Like that's how graceful they look. I didn't even see.
You in such an enlightened space right now.
I'm trying to tell you. Y'all go to Beardsley today. I'm trying to tell you. And even if you catch this when it's like winter, still go. It's beautiful.
Okay.
Like
Look,
all 4 seasons.
I'm not gonna argue with you.
I don't know if the duck's gonna be there in the winter, but you know what? Never mind. Let's start. Let's get in this.
Yep. Guilty pleasures.
Yes, we're talking about guilty pleasures today, y'all.
Gonna get into it a little bit and see what we come up with, and hopefully have some fun and entertain. But we always start with the definition of guilty pleasure.
Mm-hmm.
And it has many different definitions, several definitions, but I'm going to go with this one in
with
particular.
the dopest one.
I'm going to go with this one. And we can expand it as we're talking, exploring, so we can expand it, but this is the gist of what we're talking about. It would be described as something such as a movie, television program, or a piece of music that one enjoys despite feeling that it is not generally held in high regard. In the sentences, they gave an example of everybody has a guilty pleasure. For me, it has to be the mid-70s disco.
And we want to start you off with a quote that goes with the episode. And this quote is by Tom Hiddleston. I hope I didn't mess your name up, Tom, okay? And it's all love if I did. What's my guilty pleasure? The thing is, I never feel guilty about my pleasures. I like that one.
Yeah,
I
like
think that is dope.
I like that.
Yeah.
Definitely. So you want to get into like anything like you want to get into like TV shows or anything like that?
What do I like?
So yeah, like I like, for instance, for me, I like low key, because the guilty pleasures is like low
You really
key.
made me think on this,
Low
Like
key.
I had to sit alone with myself and think. TV shows.
Any other like the reality shows, like if I'm, just to give you an example, if I'm clicking sometimes and I see like Real Housewives or whatever,
Yeah.
even though my nose is scrunched up, I find myself,
Because you like, why are they?
yeah. But then I'm watching. Next thing you know, I'm an hour into it,
Uh,
and they fighting and yelling and pulling each other's hair and this drama, and I generally don't like too much drama in my own life, but I like to see it on TV. I might even thumb my nose up like, look at this.
Look, why they act like
Not
they
looking
need
at,
to get themselves together.
not looking,
Okay.
not deflecting from the mess in my life,
Um.
pointing at their,
Ain't that how we do?
pointing at their life. Look at them.
I am gonna say that I'm a little like I'm boring because there are times where I will be watching like kid shows, right? And then my kids will leave, but I'll still be watching it
Oh,
on the low. Like it'll
You-
be like a real Nick Jr. Not even like
Yeah.
nothing like not even like Rugrats or something normal. Just like something really Nick, like just really childlike, you know. What else do I on TV?
hold on. Let's get into some of those shows, like, because you know, there's like the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse.
I mean, like I will literally be there still watching.
Yeah, I
my
know
kids
what I'm saying.
do.
I'm telling you stuff
I'm
that I
trying
watch.
to. You want like a juicy one?
Nah, like
I'm
no.
trying to think.
It could even like I look the kid. You brought to the kids show like there's
I will be sitting there.
Backyardigans.
Dora,
Yo,
the Explorer,
yeah.
will be on, and my daughter will leave, and I'll just be there,
and
like
you be
really
getting,
in
and
it.
you be getting
like,
your lesson. And you be getting your lesson on what to do.
I do get lessons. I don't watch anything that I can't get. Like I my mind doesn't work that way anymore. Like it's something that I can't turn off.
Like
I don't know how to turn it off.
Like did you ever look at like Yo Gabba Gabba with your kids?
I did.
Now, if you think about that on the surface, it's like a dude in an orange like jumpsuit, and then he's in the characters.
A prison suit.
The characters even kind of look creepy. The characters look creepy, but I will find myself if I'm flicking and I see that, or I might even
take it as a lesson.
I might even go on YouTube and because I remember a song. Yeah, watch one of my favorite episodes.
There was something that I saw a long time ago. It was like one of the angry moms on Facebook in a group that I used to be in, and I think they said something about Yo Gabba Gabba, and I was just like it made me. I really did do research on it. What is a show that
it's like, when I say it, I mean like when somebody that knows you and looks at you, if you told them,
like why are you watching it?
Like if I told you,
children's shows,
right? If right now I told you that I could watch like 5 or 6 Powerpuff Girl episodes in a row.
I mean,
I know.
This is a visual, y'all. For the ones that
but I could do that.
Yeah.
It's fun. It's funny. It's silly, but I don't know, for whatever reason, certain things like that, I can't. I watch it.
I used to.
I watch it.
What was your favorite Powerpuff?
The girl, I don't really have a.
Is it the blue one? Bubbles.
Bubbles. I like Bubbles, but I really like the
I'm trying to picture you sitting down.
I really like the evil monkey, Mojo Jojo.
Our arms folded. Y'all have to see him. He's like 6'12", and he got the gangster beard on. You know what I'm saying? Just, I could picture him arms folded. Like,
listen, that's good.
What they gonna do this time?
Good entertainment is
good
entertainment from me. But I didn't just happen upon them. Those came from being around the kids that they watching it, and you sit there first.
That's the only thing you watch.
Or
you know what I'm saying?
Right. You sit there with them in your lap, and then next thing you know,
they sleeping.
And you singing a song.
Yeah.
You singing best friend songs. You singing and there's nobody that could front and act like they ain't sing Barney. Ain't hummed it like you.
I had a thing around Barney, so maybe that might be my thing.
All right.
'Cause, and I love everyone. I need to be very responsible for my words, and whoever's listening to this, I love everyone. But people used to be like, Barney's gay. And I used to be like, but I really like Barney. So I would not tell anyone that I was watching Barney.
Right.
Because I didn't want them to make fun of me.
Yeah.
But I would still watch it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I guess that was my pleasure also.
Enjoying every minute of it. Enjoying that.
Like the songs and everything. And the idea that he is my favorite color. He is purple. Like, I don't know no purple dinosaurs. I don't know any.
Yeah. What color? What color? Well, I'm trying to think.
No,
Nah,
he's
right.
purple.
You're right.
So, um, one of one of my hidden pleasures. One of mine is I don't like chit chats.
What do you mean?
I don't like the so how's the weather?
Mm-hmm.
Like those chats make me itch. Like I don't even know how to have a normal conversation. Um, I don't like, people asking me questions that they can maybe Google themselves. Like, how's the weather there?
Yeah. So you talking about like
Um,
generic. So you.
I get a pleasure out of rich conversations, deep rooted conversations, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm bold about it now, and I do it more often now,
Mm.
and I don't know how to have chit chats.
Yeah.
So, like, for the surface people, if you ever come across me anywhere, know that I love you. Um, but if you like ask me something like, "How's the weather?" or "So where you're working?" or "How's your dog?" Like, know that the conversation might be cut even more short.
Mm.
Or I might flip it and like ask something deep, and that usually runs people away pretty good.
You say you might, but you definitely gonna flip it.
Flip it,
Yeah.
and then usually that's what runs people away, and I'm like, yes, I don't have to deal with that now.
But in a sense, though, because that's really the way you move, and that's
Yeah,
where you comfortable at. That wouldn't. That's like that saying
I
like you
don't
don't
feel
feel guilty, right? You don't feel guilty about something that's pleasurable to you. Those deep conversations, where before, like you said, just chit chat. You see
yeah, I
somebody that
don't
you haven't
like
seen,
it.
you want to. But how do you find? But how would you really find time for that if it's just a chance meeting?
Nobody has time
Some
for anything.
I know, but how would you in
I would
particularly
make
like?
I had a whole deep rooted spiritual parenting talk with a dude last Saturday at Short Beach. Like, in a matter of, and it doesn't need to be hours long.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's a deep conversation, I can have a conversation for hours long.
Mm.
I don't like trivial though. Like, if I know that they just talking just because the air is like able to go in and come out of their body, it's just like I don't have any room for that. But last Saturday, I had a whole deep conversation. Like a guy, he was, and I am a believer of God for the people that are listening. I had a conversation with a man who had a bad experience. So I was just like, okay. Like, my whole spidey senses was just on.
Mm.
And I was just like, all right, something happened. What was it? I got curious about him. I got like just passionate about what happened.
Right.
And I dug into that. And it changed. And I got his phone number. And I was just like, yes, I got his phone. He giving me the side eye for that. See, we got to do some of these on video because he giving me the side eye. Like, what you doing? Get his number. I'm a proud married woman. Listen, okay? I need to be respectful of my my words. I don't do anything hidden, okay?
Nah, I'm just,
So
my
I,
nature is to poke fun.
yes, of course, we need to do a video.
Mm.
But it was just so, I don't know. I get like a thing, like my whole body turns into this thing. I don't even know how to, I don't know how to explain it. I get like my face gets red and my body gets like I get a kick out of it.
Mm.
Like knowing like, ooh, what is it about this person? I want to know.
Mm.
Like, what is it? What makes them tick? What makes them say, all right, I love X, and I want to know what X is because I want to talk about X more.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I get a kick out of that. Like I don't even know.
I would say that's not even like I don't even think you even like guilty about that.
I'm not guilty about my pleasures.
Yeah, or
no.
that's not even like a hidden.
I used to actually.
Or
no, let's go back.
Or foolish play. That's not even that. That's like you really getting know,
I get a kick
joy
out of it.
and
I
yeah,
do. I
yeah.
like it's probably worth more than money.
And even
Um,
like an energy boost. It sounds like
it is for me, and
and
I learned that I was
and a phone number. Go ahead. What you saying?
and a phone number every single time, man or
Mm,
woman, I don't care.
mm.
Here he go. Here you go. I
You,
can't.
you
I
might
can't.
I
So
think I might edit that part out.
nah, he keeping that.
Man, woman, I
Um,
don't give a damn.
so it is. I'm very comfortable in my skin.
Yeah.
So whether it be a man or a woman, yeah.
Yeah, so you get pleasure out of deep, meaningful
I
conversation.
used to hide that
Right,
though,
right.
because it would be. I would get a lot of judgment or a lot of confusion around that.
Yeah.
A lot of like, is she flirting with me, or is she trying to hit? Ain't she married? Like, is she like a lot of that?
Yeah.
Usually I'm very clear.
Yeah, well, people are not
Okay.
people are not ready for that. You know
Right.
that.
So I used to hide it a lot, and I would be guilty. Like, I really like this, but I don't want, Rebecca. I don't want Rebecca to feel like, maybe I might be hitting on her, or, if I, meet Denzel Washington, he might say, well, this woman is hitting on me. Why is she trying to ask me about my deepest fears? And why is she asking me about, like that? Like, I get like, I wonder if somebody's watching. Are they watching this conversation? Like, am I being watched right now? Like that. So it would be that. That's where my guilt part will come.
All right.
But now I just don't care.
Yeah.
So now, I do get like a little bit out of it. Since maybe if I wasn't married, I wouldn't feel guilty at, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like, there's that one little piece.
Yeah.
My husband gets me, so he understands. But it's that person that doesn't know me that is just like, well, what is she doing? What is she really doing? Where is she coming from?
Yeah.
Well,
usually, people that get those questions is, maybe your loved ones or your
right,
friends. Those are the people that get
ask
asked
those kind of questions.
like, hey, what I'm saying, what's up with her? She, but, I think you moved into where that was more like, you know what, I like this conversation. I like where it's going. This person's interesting. I do want to have another conversation with him, but I don't want to ask for that. And now you're like,
Some
what?
of them don't call me.
No, but I mean, but now you're like, I'm gonna ask for I'm gonna exchange numbers.
Yeah.
Or before you'd be like, man, it'd be good to get to know that person on another level, but they just basically become.
Some don't call me, some do, and the ones that don't call me, I'm just like, okay, I got to be. At least I open up something.
Yeah, you could take something from each conversation anyway, stuff like that.
Legit, I do. I mean,
to
get a happiness out of a person, like that's a whole kick for me. Like
Right.
that's like a hit of the strongest drug. You know what I'm saying? Like it is something that I don't even know how to. I can't really put it in words. Like it's felt with the heart, so I don't even know how to. What I feel like after I have the conversation is just like, it makes me have hope in humanity when I'm done. So it's just like, love more. And if they're not nice, I'm like, oh, what is it behind that person? Like, please, can I please take you out somewhere? Please, what is, like, I want to know, like, when did it happen?
Yeah.
Like, why are you so mean? Like, do you have, give us yours.
Like I said, this TV, like I'm kind of like a like if you know me, I'm silly and and I like to have
He could
fun.
be a jokester.
But as far as if you have a conversation with me, like I said, if you walked in and saw me on like laying on the couch or something, and
Our pups.
yeah, watching Jake and the Neverland Pirates. Singing the songs, like I know,
actually see that
I
better than Powerpuff Girls.
Yeah, well, even that, but
Never mind. I don't know, maybe.
Yeah, but if you walked in, you might. So it's a whole bunch of those those kids shows that I had to learn the words because it was interactive with the kids. Like Dora was like is really interactive with the kids.
Maybe we'll even put that on the Instagram. A Powerpuff Girl episode for the Instagram. in a person.
Listen, you
have
know
a
what?
Deep conversation.
Yeah, I like that. I like that idea. I definitely. But like I said, those a lot of the kids shows. If I could think, Rugrats. Come on.
No. Some of that is an adult That's yeah.
That's
No, I wouldn't
kiddie.
feel. I'll just be like, oh well, he likes Rugrats. I wouldn't get like Powerpuff Girls is different. You know what I'm saying?
Nah.
And like I believe that they breed Girl Scouts.
Uh-huh.
You see what
Yeah,
I'm
they're all
saying?
about girl power, girl
Like, all that
superheroes.
girl,
Right,
you
it's a
know,
whole,
all that stuff.
right. There's a whole
But
messaging
Rugrats,
campaign. They're
you
made
could
of
get a kick
sugar.
out of that.
They're made of sugar and spice and everything nice. So it's a whole lot of messaging
Yeah.
in that.
I didn't even think like that. But you could even like see Rugrats could teach a whole business lesson. So
Mhm.
like I don't really take that as a child. You know, you understand?
But if
Like
you walked in,
it would be more normal
So,
if I see you watching that.
right. But I would equate it to things like if you walked in, forget about me. If you walked in, like who's somebody you revere, like a doctor, like when you walk to a dentist or a doctor,
And I see them watching Powerpuff
and it's a
Girls.
certain level of professionalism you expect. Doesn't mean that they're not
No,
professional.
I just say this person is a human being.
Right, but if you walked into a
That-
child dentist spot, you would expect to see that. But if you walked into an adult dentist,
No,
dentist,
I'm like, so do you
Well,
have kids?
you
You like that? I like that show too. Do you have kids? You see,
sometimes
that's where my mind goes.
Sometimes I forget who I'm talking to, but you know,
Never-
it,
okay.
you know what I mean.
I don't know how. Listen,
You know what I mean, Dan.
I need to be normal.
I'm saying just going against the grain, the quote
Somebody
unquote,
teach me how to be normal.
quote
I
unquote
don't know.
grain, right?
I guess that's what you call regular.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how to be regular.
And
Somebody told me like every time I ask him, I say, "How you doing?" He's like, "I'm regular." And I'm like,
what about Curious George?
Hi.
Is that because the monkey don't even talk? He make noises, but I enjoy that. His whole communication is not actually words. Is that an adult show? Could you give me that? Could I confess to watching Curious George? You didn't think Rugrats.
you
Now,
don't think you
if
could
you
like make
said-
a whole business plan from Rugrats?
If you said Sesame Street, I would say more Sesame Street than Rugrats. If you said Sesame Street, because Sesame Street is spelling,
Okay.
definitions. They did lessons when it's like somebody that's being ostracized,
Okay.
a different color monster, like they be inclusive in that. So like you could do a whole thing on how to teach how to treat people. Rugrats is just some nonsense.
You
Babies,
don't see that as a whole business.
babies running around mispronouncing stuff, making
Yeah, but
up,
you got
making up
the
stories
okay. So
about.
you got Angelica's mother. She's a businesswoman. She's probably a network marketer.
Mhm,
Okay,
mhm.
she has constant on the phone relationships. She
Mhm.
has constant traveling relationships. She has the father. You know,
It's like a toy
Tommy's
maker or
father
something,
is
one of them.
an inventor.
Right.
Like he teaches you like never to give up. Like just
Mhm.
all these business. It's very business.
Or you can apply anything to. You can apply those
No.
lessons,
If
but
I see, okay, so if you watch,
you have
if you watch Rugrats,
you have
it's
what's her
gonna be
name
normal to me.
for business and financial stuff. You have like Susie Orman and all that stuff for the adults. The kids get the Rugrats. I still like old cartoons, the ones I grew up on, the Transformers and GI Joes. I still if I'm in my spare time, I'm gonna go on YouTube. I remember episodes, and I'm gonna find me an episode of that. Sigmund the Sea Monster. You don't know about that.
No,
You know nothing about
do y'all
that.
know about
The
that?
Electric
if
Company.
y'all know about it, leave it in the comments.
The Electric Company. You don't know nothing about that, do you?
No,
See, you know. I
Is that a
can't.
cartoon?
No, it's not a
Oh,
cartoon.
you talking about the light bill company?
No, the Electric Company. That's a show.
Oh, see, I thought you was talking about the place where my mom used to pay our bills.
Yeah.
And
Well, we all know about that. That's
Yeah,
that's
they
not a
legit.
game. That's not a game.
that's not even a game or a TV
It's
show.
like
They
a-
are for real.
It's
with it.
kind of it's like they teach you numbers and all that stuff.
Yeah, I bet. Maybe I
Scooby
might
Doo.
Google
Come
it.
on, I know Scooby Doo. Come on.
Yeah. Another one that I. So I am not a. So in the first episode, y'all learned that I am creepy, but I am not a creep, right? But I like to watch people's behavior. I
Okay.
like to watch how children interact with other children. I like to watch how teachers interact with each other, how people interact. I get a kick out of that. I get a kick out of people being together. I get a kick out of when someone is at a restaurant and this person's foot is out, but another person's foot is toward the person, meaning, and this could go on a whole different level, but like the one person is like kind of in the conversation while another person like is fully in it, or maybe like watching the body language of a person. So maybe the woman could have her arms, and what I'm doing is I'm folding my arms in front of myself. They could have their arms folded, or maybe the man is like closing himself off. Like just watching that in people. Like for me, that's just people. I feel like that's the most beautiful thing that was created. People. Like what would make one person like want to hug so much and then another one be like terrified. What would like have one person walk with so much power and then another person walk with like their head down? Just watching how they move, how they react. It's like I get like this thing, like I could really sit like if I had some like shrimp and lobster, like I could sit and just like I don't even want popcorn, like I need something that'll fill me. So like I would just sit and look like, wow, they like he's in the conversation, she's not, or she's listening but he's not, or he's listening but she's not.
So you're a people watcher. And
I do. Yeah. I like to watch people, and that is something that is not normal.
Especially if somebody catches you.
If somebody catches me, they might wonder like, "What's good?"
Yeah, like you, every time they turn around, you look like you staring at them.
At somebody, right? I've actually had that a few times.
You sound real happy about that. That somebody came up to you, was like, "Yo, what you looking at?"
What you looking? I'm looking at you.
Like, I'm eating my food. Like, what
do you mean?
Every time I look up,
there will be times where I'll be in the food court.
Especially if you give them the bug eyes too, and they just turn around, and every time they turn around, your eyes is wide open, and you just looking at them. Yeah, I might have to approach you.
Not us.
I might have to approach you.
Not a creepy stare, but just like an awe. You know what I'm saying? Like I have an awe for people.
Yeah.
And it's just like they're so beautiful. So there are some times where I will go to the mall if I had like a whatever type of day. I will go to Trumbull Mall and I will sit in the food court and I would just look at people and I'll just be like, wow, she really loves her daughter, or that coworker is really nice to this one, or that one just screamed.
Right.
But the customer came and they act like nothing just happened.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like just watch. Or how like one baby would like fall on the floor, but another one would fall and cry and stay there. You see what I'm saying? Just stuff like that. I just find it really fascinating. But to the world, it's mind your damn, yeah. Why you? Business. Yeah, like why you? Close your eyes. Like, what are you doing? So like I would have. I don't know, like now, like there will be a time where like I would probably turn my head real fast so they wouldn't see that I was looking at them. But now it's just like, I was looking at you and I wasn't going to say nothing, but your eyes are really beautiful. Like, and I didn't want to say nothing, but I like the way that you're talking to your son or your daughter. Like, I really like the way that you're talking to them. Like, thank you for that. Or I like the way that you're holding her hand or his hand. Like, I do that now. Like versus before, I would just like turn my head real fast. So I was like, well, I hope they didn't see me staring. Like, you know what I'm saying? So now it's just like when I have that. Like there was a man.
Creep alert.
Get on my nerve.
Here
you go.
This man was minding his business.
He was, but he was arguing. Not with another man, but he was arguing about like I guess there's something about the tolls or something like that. Is there some tolls that are about to happen or something? I don't pay attention to the news. I just listen to people. But like there was like a toll or something that he was really angry about. And he was like that everybody should get together and do like a picket fence kind of thing where they take the signs up and do the whole mob joint. And I didn't say, I said hello when I walked into the, I was at the gas station. I walked into the gas station. I said hello. And then when I walked back, I got into my car and I looked at him again and he had this gorgeous smile. He had to be like in his 70s. I was like, why are you so angry? He had this gorgeous smile and I got out and I did the thing that my mom does, which is point the finger. And if y'all can see me, I'm pointing my finger. I said, you have a gorgeous smile. You should show it more. And then I got in my car. And I drove off.
You said it just like that. Sound like you.
No, I just told him because he was so angry, and I was
Yeah.
just like, should I say it? Should I not say it? Should I say it? Should I not say it? And I just got out the car. You have a gorgeous smile. You should show it more. And I was pointing at him. He was like, oh, thank you. And like his whole everything lightened. Like you could see it. Like his whole, like his shoulders dropped. Like he was loose
And
after
then
I said that.
And then
I
when
was
you
just
left, he called the
I
cops.
said I should have invited him to church.
And when you left, he called the cops and said some crazy lady. She just came. What did she do, sir? She just came up to me.
Pointed at me. It said I had a nice
yelled at me and
smile.
told me I had a
But
nice
the way
smile.
that she said it.
She got in her car and left. And yeah,
His whole everything changed though.
according to you,
No, he smiled. He was like, "Well,
it
thank you."
might have been self-preservation. He might have been scared of your ass.
I don't know, but he was having a whole conversation. It was an angry one. You could tell he was not happy. And I said
Because
that.
there's more money. Basically, it's like New York. You're gonna have tolls. They're trying to put them up on.
I don't know what they're trying to do, but it made him very angry.
Yes.
For me, it's just like if I have no control to change it, I'm not about to get angry. But like he was very hot.
Yeah, well,
like
you know,
he was heated about it.
Because it's theoretically it's gonna be more money coming out of people's pockets. So that's what that was about.
I mean, whether it be from a toll or from some other tax, it was gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Like it's something
any kind of taxes though. People especially Connecticut.
Right.
If you
but you have no control over what if Connecticut said they're gonna do it, they're gonna do it.
Don't mean that you're gonna be happy, dappy, and Candace about it.
Listen,
You're gonna go to the
I
gas
made
station.
his day just a little bit. That's all. That's my goal, and that's what I did.
I don't know.
Okay.
Did you get his number?
I did not because he was ain't no.
How did we confirm that you made his day?
He smiled. I saw the smile, and he was just like, "Well, thank you." And then he even did the shoulder like shrug. It was cute. Like it was very cute. And then he finished talking to the guy. Even the interaction with the guy was different.
And then when you left, he said, "Now that crazy lady gone, let's finish talking about these damn tolls. I don't want to get on my nerve. I don't want to get taxed no more." I understand what it is. Then you got a stranger coming up talking about your smile. Like he wanted to get his rant off. Why don't you
and
just
I messed that up?
Yeah.
I'm so sorry, guy.
You might have changed, but I'm saying you might have changed him for the better though. He might
I don't know.
Better.
What's another one of yours?
Like I said, I'll check out some of those reality shows and like I said,
Love and Hip Hop.
Yeah, I will check in. And the thing is,
who's your favorite character?
I was gonna say the thing about it is that I don't know enough about them, so when I check in on them, I'm just popping in.
A whole lot of drama.
And I'm like, oh, there's a fight. Let me watch that.
Somebody stole somebody.
Right, but if somebody comes in the room, I change it real quick and put the sports on. 'Cause I don't want nobody to see me. Like, you watch this?
Somebody stole someone's hair weave, and then
and I'm like, ooh, let me see the fight.
Right.
And then I changed it, but I don't even get the whole story.
Why
I know
not?
Because I changed it, and by the time
like you
I
just
changed
be like,
it back,
hey, you want to watch this?
Nah, I changed it. I just that's what tells me like a guilty pleasure is because I changed the channel. If you come in and I'm just watching it, then that's one thing. But if you come in and I kind of change the channel or I kind of head you off and just start talking to you, so you kind of
and then turn the TV off,
or turn the channel,
or turn it to the next one.
Or even
it could
be
be
like,
golf,
or be like, oh man, I was flicking. I don't know how I got to this.
Cause you don't even know how.
Yeah, and the fleck. I don't want anybody to know that I that I like that stuff.
So he likes Love and Hip Hop, y'all.
No, I wouldn't say I like it.
And Rugrats.
Definitely. I'll admit to it. I wouldn't say that I like. I wouldn't say I like it. I just know that, I wouldn't watch a whole episode, but I definitely.
That means you'd be watching T.I. and all that. T.I.'s family.
Nah, I haven't seen that, but I know he got a show and stuff like that. But yeah, I definitely check. I couldn't
have nobody watching my whole life, like just.
No.
It's just no. Like, look.
It depends
I'm
on what
season. I'm using the bathroom right now.
It depends on the season.
And I need to use that in peace.
Yeah, because
my 5-year-old sneaks in. You know what I'm saying? Like I couldn't be a reality because like my 5-year-old will swing the door. She just freely swings the door open. Mommy, can you open my can of ravioli?
Like
just doesn't.
They can edit that out.
You think so? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
If it's dramatic, if it's dramatic, no, we're going to leave that in there.
Yeah, and just on the toilet while Mommy, could you please open this?
Yeah, but
I'm like,
that might
Daddy's right there. Like
that
you walk past.
Might get you more likes and more clicks.
I don't know, right? Like put that as the cover
In the next
photo
episode,
on the toilet.
what was
Okay,
Candace doing in the bathroom?
I
You
can't
got to
do.
tune in to watch, and then everybody tune in, and it's not really that much.
Here he go.
And so I definitely like stuff like that on a small scale, because I because what happens is after watching it for like about 10 minutes, then I get annoyed. And I'm like, why am I watching this? And I turn, but then it won't.
There
stop
was a
me
time
from,
where I don't even remember what show it was. Oh my gosh, it was kind of like that. It was like on MTV. Is MTV still a thing? Is that still a thing?
They have MTV. It's different now.
Is it still okay?
It's
So
different now.
it was on MTV. I can't even think about the show, but it was a reality,
Mhm.
and somebody was always doing something, and it was just like, okay, like Candace, why are you watching this? Why are you watching this?
Yeah.
And I was just like, one day I just stopped.
Mhm.
I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I kind of like doing random acts of kindness. I get a kick out of that.
I think that's okay. I don't think that's
not
I mean, you make
everybody likes to do acts of kindness.
No, but you're proud about that though.
So right.
I know you now more about your servitude now more than anything.
Yeah, but you do. Everybody else does not.
Right. But you put it out there. You ain't
I
afraid.
very much put it out there.
You're not afraid to.
But it might be weird ones, like buying somebody's husband something like I don't know if I have it, Beats, or buying somebody's wife roses and putting the husband's name on it. Like, why are you not minding your business?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That could
if
be.
a person, like, if they didn't have the money, buying their child a pair of glasses.
Oh, see, but the thing is, though, and I know people don't know you.
They don't.
But
I'm a unicorn.
I could. We gonna be back to the unicorn.
Unicorn.
I think we had one of the podcasts on the unicorn tip.
Yeah.
There was like I think like there was one particular time where that and there's no secret between me and you that I like listening to Eric Thomas and
very much.
And so when you was asking me, and you weren't the only person that asked me, several people was like, "Hey, you can go to one of these things." But whatever I said was enough for people to go, "Okay, I get it." But what you said to me was,
I don't quit.
What would keep you from it? How about this? How about if I bought the ticket to the event, then what would you say would
because
keep you
I know what is on the other side.
Yeah.
Now
I do now, and
but you saw what you got from it.
But
you know
the
what
thing
I'm saying?
was, I didn't. First of all, let me just say, I didn't allow you to.
No, he did not.
I didn't allow you to pay for anything. I did.
Petty.
Yeah, I did it myself or whatever.
Right.
But it was one of those things, like for me. So I know that, your acts of kindness. While not
I get a kick out of it.
Right. While not everybody does it, I guess it could be something that somebody looking on the outside in, looking from the outside looking in, and be like, why would you gonna pay for?
Why would you do that?
What is your connection to him?
What is he giving you back?
Yeah. Why is she paying for your years?
Yeah. Why? How are you that close?
Right.
Like what is there?
Right. And I think that the missing fact is that whether we were close or not, if you saw the way you really are, if you saw that I was interested in something. Right. Then you were
the passion level,
and you were
it had to be high, and yours was very high.
And actually, you said, you're exactly. I think you said something like, I'm gonna work extra shift and get that ticket. And it was like, no, I don't want you to work extra.
Obviously, he didn't believe me because that's where his mind went.
Right, but no, I'm not gonna, it wasn't. It was. If anybody's gonna work the extra shift, it's gonna be me. I'm gonna do it for something I want to do, and. Again, I'm glad.
What does she want in return?
I'm glad. Right. Well, I never looked at it like that. I was glad that there was, like I said, you were including the people that was prodding me to go. But I think, how there's
some
that
people
moment.
Talk.
There's
some people that actually like.
No, but there's that moment where it works sometime in a negative way and sometime in a positive way. But there's that moment where the person that gets the benefit or gets the action to their detriment is not the actual person that did anything.
Mm-mm.
So I could be mad all day, and I
Mhm.
could everything's going wrong, and I could say, you know what, the next person that ask me a question, I'm punch them in their nose,
He
and
didn't
it's that,
punch me in the nose.
and the next person that asks get that business, but they're not the ones that actually. And so I had people prodded me and advise me, say, yeah, you should go to that. You should go to that. There's one coming up, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But, you know, is that the person that actually like kind of gets the credit for like nudging me over the top was
They
you
didn't
when you
ask for the
said,
credit.
when I know, I'm just
Okay.
saying that kind of gets the credit was you because you were like, hey, I'm going to work extra shift and I'm going to buy the ticket and you're going to go. Like, I didn't have, like, why would I wouldn't allow you to do that. But you pushed it to
He
that
likes
point where
threats, y'all. Just like if you want him to like do something, just even if it's like, I don't know, pull up or push ups or planks or whatever, he likes threats.
So what you like? If I didn't do it, we were gonna plank me to death.
Yeah, I would have planked you to death.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I wanted to actually. There was, and it falls into another quote that I wanted to kind of like end us with, and that is, so your boy's name is Busy Phillips, and
Was that with two Z's or B-U-S-Y?
nah, just busy like
B-U-S-Y?
a busy bee, B-U-S-Y, Busy
Okay.
Phillips.
Okay.
His mom was like real creative, or he's really creative in a nickname.
I think that's his.
Um,
I'm gonna have to look him up.
yeah, got Google him, Busy Phillips. He says, or she says,
See?
I don't believe in guilty pleasures. If you enjoy something, there's nothing guilty about it.
Right. So yeah, so
That's where I live.
Yeah, I would say so.
I live there now, and
I would definitely say so.
I'm really thankful for being that unapologetic about it. Just yeah.
Okay,
like,
so what about just to switch up a little? Let's do like a little bit of pet peeves. A little bit of pet peeves.
Pet peeves.
You got any pet peeves?
I don't like rhetorical questions.
Mm.
I hate repeating myself. If I'm having a conversation and I'm deeply in it, and like a person, they're just not listening.
What if they just want clarification though?
Clarification is different. I could be cold as ice with this. It's so bad. I need more prayer. I'm not sure. But I don't like.
Yeah, I need a little sprinkle of the holy water.
Yeah. That's my thing. Pet peeves. Wow.
You know, one of mine is like the New Year's resolution group that start going to the gym.
So annoying.
And then you go to the gym and there's no parking, there's no nothing. Because that January, February, everybody's in the gym working out. And I know that they're not going to be back within
every year.
And I know they're not going to be back.
Right.
But then when I go in there, it's like I can't get a machine. I can't get a weight. I can't get a treadmill. I can't get nothing because everybody's on there like,
you gotta like post what gym you're gonna go to so people will know like, all right, I'm not going to that one because I ain't trying to piss nobody off.
Nah, I did. That's the gyms look forward to that. And
I don't know. Like every year is a sequel.
Mm-hmm.
And that whole I'm gonna New Year, I don't. That might be another pet peeve. Yeah. I'm just like, I'm gonna ask you in June how you doing. Yeah. Don't think you know what I'm saying?
No, if it's New Year, new me, you might want to ask them January 15th.
January 15th. Because I'm gonna give them some grace. I'm gonna give them grace, and I'm gonna be like, it's gonna be June.
But they may
How's that workout going?
But they may have. After January 2nd, they may have been eating cupcakes from the 2nd to the 15th.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with cupcakes.
No. I'm just saying.
Cupcakes.
No, yes.
Let's be responsible here.
No, definitely.
I love cupcakes.
I'm gonna have a surprise for you soon too. For that.
What's soon? Soon is on the calendar.
Yes.
Where's soon? Can you show me soon?
There's a new calendar.
Okay. It's a new calendar. He making up times now.
And then my last pet peeve, and then I'll let you go.
Okay.
Is going to the supermarket.
Oh shoot.
And using the carriage, and when people don't put their carriage back in the rack when they just leave it in the middle of the parking lot.
Oh.
so the wind can blow and it can float across the parking lot and hit a car.
You don't watch like the car hit that
No,
Mercedes.
I've seen it,
Boom.
and I've seen it, and it's hit my car.
And you're just like,
I just don't get it. Just go put the thing back. Go take the carriage, bring it back to the rack. They got some of these supermarkets got whole different areas, like 5 of them in the parking lot.
100.
And people will like just leave it, empty their thing and just leave it.
I used to be that person.
Yo, I get so mad. I would be so disappointed if I was in the parking lot and I said, "Who the?" and I saw and it was you just
And I'm like, sorry.
just skipping away from.
How's your day?
Yeah, just skipping away from it, just leaving it there so it could damage somebody else's car.
I
So you
used
know
to
what you
be
need?
that, and when I think I was like in my 20s, I definitely used to be that person.
You need for that carriage the road.
It did,
No, but you need to be coming out of the store with your hands full
and it just
see
rolling.
Not rolling. You need to see it going fast and not just hit it.
All
Leave
right.
a big ass.
He's
dent.
graphic, as you can
Leave
see.
a big ass dent in your car,
There he go.
and then you'll feel my pain.
Actually, I got a dent, so I think we're good. Peace out, y'all.